Guys, I started calling this quail before I turned my camera on, but I want to walk you all through what I did, um, so that you can see. I'm going to take you through another one. I'm going to let you see me finish this one, but then you'll see where I do another one from the beginning. Right now I'm just skinning this one off and getting it ready for the ice bucket. Okay, now that that one's on ice, I'm getting another quail, and here I'm getting ready to cull it. So if you don't want to see this part, then I suggest you turn away right now. Okay? But you cut the head, and then you drain the blood from the bird. And I'll drain it until it stops moving. Of course, I didn't show all of that. But yeah, now I'm getting ready to pull the skin away from his body and clean him uh, for the freezer. So that's what's going on right now. You have to find the back of the bird where the breast is, and you just start tearing away the skin from the bird, um, and continue to clean it that way. Okay, so now that it's here, let me see what I'm doing here. I'm still cleaning it up, and the process is really slow. So I'm gonna put this on lapse time so that you all don't have to watch me do every detail of it. So with it on lapse, I am pulling all the skin off of the bird, and it looks like it's easy, but it isn't. It looks easy because I've got it on lapse 8 times the process. So just imagine it going 8 times slower than what it's going now. The hardest part is right at the butt, when you get to the butt, pulling the skin and the feathers off the butt. Some people will take scissors and just cut that part off. I found it easy enough just to pull it off, so that's what I did. I did take the scissors and cut the legs off, um, but everything else I pulled off with my hand, and then you take the scissors and you cut right up the back of the spine on both sides, and you pull all the insides out once you cut both sides of the spine, and it comes right out with the back of it. You've got the lungs that are attached to the side, and you can basically pull those out with your finger. Some people like to use a fork or a spoon to scrape those out. I didn't have a problem with pulling them right out with my finger. That's why I have the gloves on. Some people clean them without gloves on. I like the process, and these have got the rubber tips on your fingers, so it makes it easy to clean all the stuff out of it um, without breaking nails and doing all that stuff. And then I put it down in my ice, and then I get myself ready for the next bird. And that's what we're doing here. I was talking on this video, but I decided not to do it with the talking because I had planes flying over and everything. This next bird was hard to catch because there are no birds in there with him. So I was trying to catch him. I had to keep hitting the top. They fly up, and it's hard for you to get a hold of them because you don't want them to fly out of the bucket. Then you've got to chase them and catch them and all that kind of stuff. And I didn't feel like doing that, so I just kept um, moving the bucket around until I could get to a position where I could actually reach in and just pick him up. You can see him flying up and hitting the top. Um, but I finally got him. And again, if you don't like watching this part, I suggest you go ahead and change or look at something else, because that's the hardest part. That was the hardest part for me. But what helped me do this is the fact that these were bullies and they were killing my other birds. They were killing my other quail. Um, so they would not stop fighting. I even tried separating them and putting just the bullies in a cage by themselves, and they would fight each other. So I didn't want them to kill one another, so I just took them and decided to cull them myself for the freezer, because that is what I'm going to do with most of my quail. I bought them for meat birds, um, because to me they taste kind of like lamb, and I love lamb. I don't have any lamb right now, but I plan to get some. But in the meantime, I will be eating quail because it's the next best thing to me to lamb. So I'm cleaning this one, and it doesn't take very long. I cleaned 3 of them in less than an hour. So um, I ate one, and the other 2 I sold to a friend of mine, and I don't even think she's even cooked them yet, because every time I ask her about them, she tells me she still got them in the refrigerator. Um, but yeah, they are really good. I am waiting for my others to get old enough. I bought some. These are cotornics, so they're not that big. These are a lot smaller than I'd like them to be. But I bought some jumbo Bob White Pharaoh, and they get much bigger. So they will be a lot better to save for the meat. And I can't wait until they get old enough. Right now, they're right at 4 weeks old. When they get at 8 weeks, you really can start culling them at that point. But I plan to wait and let mine get 10 to 12 weeks old before I start processing them. That's if I can keep them from fighting. I just bought another kennel to see if I can separate some of my females to get the eggs from them, um, because they don't necessarily have to be fertilized eggs to get the eggs, but I do want some for fertilizing the eggs so that I can keep processing quail and I don't have to keep buying eggs from other people. I can raise my own and hopefully raise them not to be so um, mean and hateful to one another. But this is it, and I got it all cleaned up. Got them all on ice, and um, I took them in the house and washed them off some more. I took my bucket and dumped it in a trash bag and took it straight up to the garbage by the street so I wouldn't have flies or anything. And that's the 3 quails that I cleaned today. I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and I will see you on the rebound. Stay blessed. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Bye-bye.